trying to lock in. So I hung out with a couple of friends yesterday, and I think they like really opened up my eyes a bit, because I feel like something that I really struggle with, that I have always struggled with, is like letting go of control. Because I can do that in theory and be like, no, yeah, I know everything is gonna work out, but in the sense that something very concrete is supposed to happen, and I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. And it's like, it's either that or like death. Like, I'm not gonna put up with anything else. And so like for the longest time I thought I was letting go of control, because I was like, oh no, I'm not trying to control it, because I don't care like how it happens. But like obviously I'm still trying to control the outcome, you know? And I feel like this whole like manifestation thing that people talk about, like kind of deciding what you want and like that you're gonna get it, is kind of, no, people that don't see that really talk about this, but like when you're neurodivergent and you like become so obsessed with something, I feel like with like manifestation things where people are like, just affirm for like what you believe or what you want, I don't think they realize that it can actually become like an obsession in our brains. And it's more like you do it because like you feel like you need to do it, and like I don't know, I just really feel like I'm not letting go of control at all. Like I'm like, okay, this is supposed to happen, and this is supposed to happen, and this is supposed to happen, and I don't care how it happens, but it just like needs to happen. Yeah, like I think I've had this like clear vision in my head of like, oh, I need to stay in Spain, I need to be an actress, I need to do something by this age, and everyone's like, you can't do that. And it's true that you can't, but to me it wasn't like very obvious that I was doing that. To me it was just like, oh, this is something that's naturally gonna happen. And it hasn't happened. And I think if you told me at the beginning of my journey that like by 2026 I would still feel like stuck and like none of like my major goals would have been accomplished, maybe I would have like even like given up at that point. So I was talking to my friends yesterday, and they were being like, no, you're still like you're still clinging onto control, and you're clinging onto like your way or the highway basically, and you kind of have to trust that like things are gonna work out for you, no matter if like they don't end up how you initially like wanted them. And I was always like, yeah, that's obvious, but still within the constraints of like the life that I envisioned for myself. Like yes, it's obvious that things are gonna work out for me, but within like me being an actress, me living in Spain, all these other things, I'm like, yes, it's all gonna work out within these tight constraints that I've built for myself. Basically, yes, in between yesterday and today, I've kind of realized that I'm living within a prison of my own making. And I don't know, like my friends were just talking to me, and I was just kind of like speechless. I was just kind of like this, like literally my hands on my fucking head, because like I also got like a tarot reading from them, and it was a bit like damn, like this is stuff that I don't want to hear. And you can feel whatever type of way you want to feel about tarot. To me, like I just use it like as a, I don't know, I like to believe in like the universe and whatever the fuck, I don't know, I think it's like, if I don't believe in that and I feel like there's nothing like rooting for me, then I feel kind of hopeless. I feel like it's like also like a survival mechanism in a way. I don't know, like I don't know if anything's out there. It also helps me like empathize with people more, because I do think that like we are all kind of God, like consciousness, source, whatever the fuck. Like I do like to believe that, and it makes me like believe in myself more, because I'm like, oh no, of course this person, like, we'd get along, like, whatever. We are both source, we are both consciousness. I don't know, it just like helps me empathize with people. Bitches, when they need fucking spirituality to fucking learn to empathize. But yeah, I don't know, it like helps me see things from like people's perspective also, because I am like, okay, this other person is me also. And also from like a psychological standpoint, like if I really don't get along with someone, it's usually because they're mirroring a side of me that either I do, and I can see myself in that person, and it reflects parts of me that I don't like, and it annoys me, or the opposite, and they have something that I lack that I'm like jealous of. I usually notice it with, like, for example, I really hate obnoxious people and like really loud people. I hate, especially I've noticed this with men. I hate men that are, okay, that hate is a fucking strong word, but like it really bothers me when, because I feel like with men especially, they're not gentle. They don't know how to, like, not aware of their surroundings, and they're not gentle with their surroundings. So like if I get pushed by a man, if I get shoved, even accidentally, I'm like, how are you not aware of your fucking space around you? How do you navigate space like this in a way that is so like rough? Oh shit. Rough and like loud and obnoxious, and I hate it. But I also noticed that it's something that I'm totally like incapable of inhabiting, like a trait that I feel genuinely unable to recreate. And also like as an actress, like I feel like it makes me it annoys me, the fact that I can't be like loud and obnoxious in the same way. So I definitely see when I see that trait that bothers me, I'm like, well, there it is. It's obviously because you can't be like that, you know? But then again, it's also like time and place. Like if, I don't know, and who likes getting shoved around or pushed around, you know? So it's like I can recognize that it's from a point of lack, but also be like, no, yeah, but they're annoying as shit, and I can still be annoyed. It's not like a whole thing of like invalidating my own feelings. Yeah. And that's something, yeah, from the psychological standpoint. But still, even though still even so is what I wanted to say, I feel like we are all consciousness and we are all source, and that just helps me feel like I can get stuff easier also. And also like help in my mind be like, yeah, of course they'd empathize with me. We are all one, basically. Or of course they'd like me. Of course, I don't know, like the whole affirmation shit. Like, of course I'm magnetic and I'm attractive. Like, you know, all these things. I don't know. And explaining it out loud. Like if I had to explain that to like a straight man that I like don't like that. I don't see eye to eye with at all, like it would be hard for me to justify it, but it's just kind of like, bro, like believe in the fucking magic of it all, you know what I mean? Like we have to believe in fucking something, unless you're like really fucking happy and you're like an atheist and there's nothing there and you're really happy with that, like kudos to you. But I think like honestly, like as someone who has struggled with depression for like a really long time, not anymore, I'd like to think, I do kind of have to believe in these things to survive. And I honestly, like, I see that with my parents also, because like my parents are like super religious but like Catholic, so we like don't agree on anything. Basically, they're like super conservative, they're really Catholic, they have really different views than me. But I also like, I know where they came from, and that they have had like really bad childhoods and really bad traumas in general. And for my mom specifically, like I see it so much in her that for her, religion is like a way to, that like the only reason she is, I'm not gonna say the only reason, but she's alive because of it, you know? Like it gives her hope and like something to live for, and we all need something to live for. So yeah, basically, I don't know where I was getting at with that, just that I understand religion and I understand spirituality, and I understand atheism too, because in my logical brain, it tells me, like, it contradicts all of these beliefs that I have. It's like, no, but there's nothing. And you know that there's nothing. And when I feel like, when I try manifesting stuff, there's this part of me that is logical and it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You sound ridiculous, like whatever. But I truly think that if I listened to that part of me all the time, like, I would be really unhappy. Yeah, I just kind of have to suspend my disbelief and work with whatever this is, because I do feel like it has worked for me in the past, even if it's like a placebo. The reticular activating system, you know, like, you see what you want to fucking see. You tell yourself there's a lot more yellow cars, you're gonna fucking see more yellow cars. Not because there's more yellow cars, but because your fucking brain is looking for them. So from a fucking neuroscience standpoint, yes, if I tell myself that things are working out for me and everything is gonna be okay, my brain is gonna look for evidence of that, instead of being like what I used to think when I was like a teenager and I was like super depressed. I was like, oh, everything is shit. I'm not worth for anything. No one's ever gonna love me. I'm literally worthless. Like, I kept looking for evidence of that and being like, see, like, this, nobody fucking loves me. I only attract people that treat me like shit. And that's one belief that I'm trying to rewire now. The attracting people who like don't treat me well. I am trying to rewire that one, because I do catch myself looking for evidence of that. Because it is a pattern. Like, that's what fucking sucks also about being such a fucking pattern, like, recognition person. It's so hard to like not make new assumptions for the future and not like sabotage yourself, because I'll be like, I notice very specific patterns about like past relationships, whether that's friendships, romantic, whatever, like, and then I'll be like, I noticed something, and I'm like, fuck, and then I start talking to someone new and I apply that pattern and I'm like, fuck. So it's hard to like toe the line of like trying to not support your limiting beliefs about yourself, but also still recognizing when things aren't good for you, or when you're repeating a toxic pattern or whatever. I feel like that's really hard, for me at least. Like, I've kind of been struggling with that, because like struggling with being negative and from being negative and actually like rational and trying to work on shit. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm explaining myself very well, but like yeah, this whole thing of like, oh, relationships don't work out for me. Like, why can't nobody love me in like a romantic sense, or like provide that for me? Like, between that and like actually being like, oh, maybe I am choosing people that like are distant because it gives me something to chase. It gives me that little dopamine rush when they finally do answer. And that other person who's answering immediately every text like somehow gets boring for me, and like trying to take accountability and responsibility for like my own fucking pain and suffering, while also, because like that I've been like, oh, everything bad that's happened to me I deserve, because I knew about it and I still stayed, you know. And that's not good either, like to just put all the blame on yourself. That's not the greatest method of going about things. I feel like right now it's not really harming me, at least not like consciously that I'm aware of, because I do feel like I have a lot of love for myself. I think honestly the fucking affirmations work. Like, say what you want about affirmations, about manifesting, but at least in like the self-concept way, like trying to repeat to yourself that like, I don't know, if someone's acting a certain way, that it's not personal, that I'm someone who is, that's my cat, I should probably let her in. My cat is really fat. Yeah, that it's not personal, that I'm someone who is like loved and prioritized, and I'm someone who is amazing. I do like to think that I'm really great. That I've made mistakes, like literally everyone. I have indulged in toxic patterns for sure in the past, and I think I've learned a lot. But I do think that I consider myself a good person, and I do love myself, and I do love hanging out with myself. So in that way, I don't think it's affecting me. But then again, like, I don't really know if I have great self-esteem, because anyway, I don't think I want to get into that actually. But like on the surface level, I do seem to like love myself and shit and be like, I am great, and I think I'm a great friend, I'm a great partner for sure. Like I just really have, like, if you're I think I'm super loyal to like those that I love, and the only people that I have like beef with, I guess, people who have hurt me a lot, like crossed my boundaries so much that it comes to a breaking point, and I don't know, like I just can't take it anymore. And so I think that's fucking normal. I think that's normal. For me to be angry at you, like carry that resentment, I think it's normal. Sorry. I don't think it's normal to carry it for like so freaking long. But that shit like stays with you. Like I don't get over shit in 1 second. Like I do think it takes me longer than the average person, because I am also someone who like feels a lot and whatever the fuck, and I'm also like really annoying. But it does make for good like fucking creative whatever endeavors, like writing, yeah, anything creative. So I love that. I just wanted to talk about fucking manifesting though, because this is the thing about fucking manifesting that confuses me. It's like trying to let go of control but still wanting to manifest things in your life. Like, okay, yeah, I don't want to like control and like be like that I want to be rich, but I do, you know, and that feels like the only outcome in which I'll be happy or like fine. So trying to like stop that belief and be like, either way I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be fine is the hard part, you know. So if you have some tips about that, that'd be great. Like how to consciously manifest and like decide like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this thing, but then also release control and like leave it up to whomever, whatever. I don't know. It was also in the tarot reading, it kept telling me that like I'm going to do good if I stop trying to force things to happen, and that is such a confusing concept for me. I also think I literally ruined my last relationship because I was trying to control everything and trying to force it to work out when it clearly wasn't. Just this overexerting of energy. It's forceful, and it's like it causes everything to like repel itself from you, does it not? But then it's like, how do you not force when you really want something? That's my question. Like, let's say with the acting pursuits, like I'm sending my shit to like agents and stuff. Like, do I have to literally not do anything for it to not feel like I'm forcing it? Like, yeah, I'm kind of forcing it if I'm trying really hard to like get new material and stuff that that I'm happy with, and then sending that out to everyone. It is a bit forceful. So like, how can I not force it? I don't know. It's something that I'm still kind of confused about. I'm learned about it from like the relationships standpoint. Like if someone doesn't want to be with me, oh my god, you're doing me a favor. Like, thank you. Like, move along, please. Like, instead of trying to like force shit to work out like that. And it's also like genuinely so exhausting to try and control all the time, like in the relationship standpoint. It's not something that I don't want to do ever again. It's very exhausting. So I think in that regard, I have learned a lot. I think I'm missing to let go of control in other aspects of my life. Although in like love life area, it is a bit hard for me to let go of control, like of the general aspects. Like to me, there is no possibility where I end up alone, like where I die alone type of thing. You know what I mean? And it could happen. So like, but that's very scary, and I don't like thinking about that, because like, why would I think that? I've seen like these people that are in like poly relationships, and they have partners, and it's very like specific, like I don't know, hierarchical poly relationships, and they found each other and they're together. They seem fine. Like I'm sure I can find one person. All it takes is one. That's always what I tell myself when I feel like kind of hopeless in this regard, like love life wise. I'm always like, all it takes is one. Because it's true, I'm not poly, so all it takes is literally one. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have fun, I guess, and try not to get attached, because it fucking sucks. It sucks being the one that's attached. Like, God, can I be the fucking emotionally unavailable one for once? That would be cool. I would love that. Actually, no, because then I'd hurt the other person. That's not good. Me, when I'm an empath, I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm trying to let go of control. So I'm not going to. Because also what I noticed is that my fucking friends, like all of my friends are in relationships. What happened? When did this happen? Like literally I fucking blinked and all of my friends are in relationships. Genuinely. I'm scared. Mama, I'm scared. And they're all people who like didn't even want relationships. I swear, like all of them are in relationships right now, didn't want one. And I'm just like, girl, maybe that is a strat. Maybe the second that I become avoidantly attached and emotionally unavailable, someone walks right in and they're perfect for me, and then I reject them. Wouldn't that be funny? No, but genuinely, like I am trying to let go of control, so I'm like, it'll be what it has to fucking be. I honestly, like, I am looking forward to having a family in the future, but there's a long ways for that to come. So like, I don't know, like I guess I do put like pressure on myself to be like, oh, I have to do this by this time, because if I want to have kids by this time, then I'll have to get married by this time, and then I'll have to be years of dating by this time, and suddenly it's fucking, I'm 22 and I need to find someone now. But that's obviously not true, not the case, nothing. I just kind of freak myself out, and then I have to remind myself that it's fine and that it doesn't actually need to happen. And honestly, worst case scenario, I'll be a single mom. Like, I swear, what I really want in my life is to have a family. And I feel like if I condition myself to being like, okay, I must find someone, then maybe I'll settle for someone who's not great for me. So to like kind of comfort myself, I'm like, well, if needs be, I'll adopt a kid, I guess, and raise them by myself, because I just really want a family. Like, it's something that I want. But yeah, just like reminding yourself that like you'll be okay either way, like no matter what. Like, think about the thing that you most want in life. Like, let's say like for me, like having money and like having a family, like that'll be okay even without that. Like, it's hard, it's really hard to accept, but I'm really trying to. Like that moment in the future where you do or you don't have that thing, like you'll be happier. You know, even if now you think, like, I don't know, like with my ex, I really was like, no, I need this to work out. Like, I need this to work out. I don't care if I'm not the happiest right now. Like, I'll be happy when we're back together. Like, And now I look back and I'm like, no, yeah, that was literally just attachment. Like, I'm so much happier by myself, like single. And it was just the attachment talking, because it was too hurtful to let that go. But yeah, if I had told myself back then, like, no, girl, you're actually gonna be much happier by yourself, like, I would have been like, no, I refuse to accept that. I don't want that. Kind of like I am now with like certain things of my life. So I don't know, I just kind of had that realization between yesterday and today. Not a realization, because it's something that I've always known, but like, I guess my friends like really like talked to me about it, and I was kind of like, oh, I guess I was trying to control way more than I initially thought I was. And yeah, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to share some thoughts, because this is a little YouTube for my little friends. So if you have any other thoughts, or like if you would like to share something that you agree with or something, I don't know, I just hope that you are able to reflect upon your own life, and if you think that maybe you're not controlling, but then you kind of are in the back of your head, maybe kind of try and release that as I am doing. Let's all be wise and let's all be monks, I guess. I made one of these like literally a few days ago, but I was crying and I was being messy, and I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna upload this. That was for me. And it was more like complaining. It was more like, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why am I not chosen? Whatever. Bad narrative. That's also another thing. Just fucking create narratives for yourself that you want to believe that are true. Because even if you don't believe in this whole manifesting thing, I told you, RAS, reticular activating system, your brain is going to look for evidence of whatever you fucking tell it. So yeah, and by that I don't mean like don't feel your feelings. Like for me, it was very important to cry and feel like shit and feel like I wasn't, loved or whatever the fuck, because then it passes and then you're like, wait, what the fuck? Of course I'm loved. What the hell was I thinking? But it's just a moment of like, fuck, like feeling sad. And I love crying. I love letting it all out, and then being like, coming back to like, wait, no, what the hell? Like, yes, I am chosen, and like, look at how much evidence there is of that. Even if you don't think like because of the romantic sense or whatever, look at all your friends, look at your family, look at like what your friends told you like literally yesterday. Like, they fucking love you. You are loved and you are chosen, and you do have to look for evidence of that in your life. I don't know, I think I'm just rambling at this point, but I just kind of wanted to talk because I haven't uploaded on here in a while, and I kind of want to do that more. It's just when I'm back in Madrid, since I have a roommate, I kind of don't want to be talking to myself while she's there and can hear me. So yeah, and I do kind of want to really get back into the gaming. I really do, because it's so fun and it's funny, and I was not funny at all in this video. I'm aware of that, but it's the Milani Diaries. The Milani Diaries are known for not being funny. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you've watched this whole thing, which I don't believe you have, but if you have, that's crazy. And yeah, love you. Bye.